Good morning, children. Today we are going to learn about the capital letters, full stop, and question mark. So, what we are going to learn? The usage of capital letters, full stop, and question mark. So, let's get started. Okay? Do you know, children? Do you have any idea when we have to use these capital letters or where to use these capital letters, full stop, and question marks? Okay, before explaining this, I will tell you what is capital letter. Okay, you all know in English there are two types of letters. The first one is capital letters and the next one is lowercase letters, isn't it? So here you have seen the capital letter. Yes, this is capital letter and this one is the lowercase letter or the small letter. So I hope you are clear now what is capital letter, isn't it? So let's move on to the today's topic. That is, we are going to learn what is capital letter, where to use it. Okay. Capital letters are used to begin a sentence. Whenever you start writing a sentence, children, remember that we have to start with the capital letter. And the next point is, whenever you write the names of special names, whenever you write the proper nouns, you have to write or you have to start with the capital. Now you may be thinking, what is special name? You have already learned in the previous class, but I will explain it through an example now. In common, we will say boy, isn't it? But if that boy is having a name like Raju, that means that Raju, the word Raju is the special name of that boy. Or in common, we will say days, isn't it? But if we say Monday or if we say Sunday, that means Monday or the Sunday is the special name of that day. In common, we will say cars, isn't it? But if we will say I-10 car or Maruti car, that means I-10 or the Maruti is the special name of that car. I hope, children, now you understood what is special name or the proper noun. So, now let's learn in detail where to use the capital letters. The first one. Whenever we write the names of people, you have to start with capital letter. Let's see some examples here. Yes, we are having the names of some children. Anil, Leena, John, Reena. See, all the first letter of these names are in capital. So, remember, whenever you write the names of people, start with capital. Don't forget. Let's see more examples, children. See, the first one is Mrs. Meena. Here, I have written the title along with the name of that person, isn't it? That title is Mrs. So, when you write the title, then also you have to write the first letter capital. Next is Dr. Ravi. Yes, that is the title of this man is doctor. He is doctor, so he's written Dr. Ravi. So, here also the word title doctor is written, the first letter is written in capital. So, whenever you write Dr. Ravi, Dr. Smith, Dr. Anil, you have to write the first letter of Dr. D and the name of that person also in capital letter. The next one is Mr. Ram and Mrs. Soni. Don't think when you write the naming at the first time only you have to write the capital. If there are 2-3 persons name we are writing, then also you have to write each name. You have to start with each title and each name with capital. Okay? Not only for the names of person we have to write the capital, but whenever you are writing the pet's name also, we have to start with capital. Here you can see the examples for it. Tommy, Dimpy, Mittu, all these are pets. See the first letters of these names, they are also written in capital. So don't forget, children, this point. The next one is whenever we write the names of places, okay, then also you have to write the first letter in capital. And see here, some examples are given. You can go through it. London, India, Shilpi Mall, Delhi, Delhi Public School, Lake Park. All these are places, isn't it? And the names of all these places, you can see it is written, it is started with the capital letter. So remember children, when you write the names of places, the first letter must be capital. Now the next is, whenever you write the names of months, okay, names of months, then also you have to write with the capital. Let's see the examples. See, all the first letter of the month's name is written in capital. J, January, February, F, March, M, April, A. See, all are written in capital. So remember this point also. The next one is names. Whenever you write the names of days, that is, you have to write the first letter with capital, isn't it children? See, Monday, M is capital. Tuesday, T is capital. Wednesday, W is capital. Sunday, S is capital. All the starting letter of the day's name must be written, you should write in capital letter. Okay. Now the next point is, whenever you write the names of festivals, okay, then also you have to write with capitals. Starting letter must be capital. Here are some pictures of the festivals. Let's see one by one. The first one is Diwali. See the first letter of D. D is written in capital. Next is Christmas. C is capital there. Next is Republic Day. So here Republic, R is capital, and you have to write Day, D also in capital. The next one is Ramzan. R is capital. Next one is Onam. O is capital. It is a festival of Kerala. The next one is Holi. Oh, you all like to celebrate Holi, isn't it? You're all waiting to celebrate. Yes, so first letter of Holi, H is also written in capital. So remember children, whenever you write the names of festivals, you have to write the first letter capital. Don't forget it. Okay? Now, let's move on to the next slide. Yes, the next is, whenever you write the pronoun I, remember children, you have to write with capital. Okay, you have to write the I wherever you write, even it is between the sentence or at the starting of the sentence, wherever you write the pronoun I, you should write with capital. Don't forget this main point. Okay. See, let's see some examples for it. The first one, I have a cat. Here, I is the starting of the sentence. Okay. In the second one, you can see, I is not the starting of the sentence, but we have written in capital. Why? I already said, wherever the pronoun I comes, even it is in between the sentence, or even it is written in the third sentence, or even it is written in the starting of the sentence, you have to write in capital. Let's see the next example. Yes, please, can I have a cup of milk? Here also the I is written between the sentence. See, I have written in capital, not in small. Don't forget it, children. Here you can see, I have a cat. Then next is the next sentence. Whenever you write in next sentence, again you have to write there I capital. Okay children? So you should not forget, whenever you write the pronoun I, you should always write with capital. Okay, wherever it appears, you have to write in capital. Then the next is, now let's see the points we have to remember when we write a sentence. What are the points we have to remember? Yes, the first one is, a sentence starts with capital letter and ends with a full stop and question mark. Okay, a sentence starts with capital letter. Capital letter you already learned. I've already explained. Now let's see what is full stop or what is question mark. Yes, full stop is, see, this is the symbol of full stop. Okay, you can see the symbol. And this full stop is used at the end of the statement. That means whenever you write a statement or the answer, you have to end with, okay, end with what? full stop. That means you have to put one small dot there. Then only it will be completed. Okay. Now, where to use the question mark? What is question mark? See, this symbol is called question mark. You can see here, this symbol is known as question mark. And this is used whenever we write the questions, when we ask something. Okay, when we ask something, then we have to put there at the end of that sentence this symbol that is known as question mark. Remember the difference. When you give some answers, when you get the answers, or when you write the answers or the statement, you have to put at the end of that sentence full stop. But if it is a question, you're asking something, if the a sentence is a question, then what you have to put there? You have to put there this symbol that is known as question mark. Okay. Now, let's move on to the next slide. Let's see some examples for it. Where to use, what is question mark, or what is capital, or what is full stop. Okay, the first example is I eat an apple. See, here you can see I have written the first letter as capital, isn't it? So always remember the first letter must be capital, and at the end, what you have, if it is a statement, if it is an answer, what we have to write at the end, we have to put the full stop. This is known as full stop. Now let's see the next one. Yes, this is what? A question. How are you? That means somebody is asking you, how are you? So the first letter must be capital, that I have already said. Always begins the sentence with capital letter, that you have done. You can see here capital letter at the first. But at the end, it is not full stop. What is it? It is question mark, because this sentence is a question asking something. That's why we have put your question. See the difference. This is an answer statement and this is a question, asking something. So we have to put the question mark. Okay, children, these are the two same. This is symbol of full stop and this one is symbol of question mark. Okay, I hope you understood what is, where to use capital letter, and what is full stop, and what is question mark. Okay, children. So now it's time to do practice, isn't it? Without practice, you won't be able to understand the topic that we have learned today. So if you want to learn or to clear the topic, what you have to do, children? Do practice. Practice makes man perfect, isn't it? So do practice, children. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.